Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Martin Belleville Auto Spa, and welcome to the ultimate wax test. Now, if you're new to my channel, this is new to me. I usually don't do paste waxes, carnauba waxes. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you enjoy detailing, you will not be disappointed. You will love my content. For every subscriber I get, another car gets nice and clean. I'm not the one doing it, but someone's the one doing it. They're learning. There's a lot of stuff on my channel, guys. Check out my other videos, and hopefully you'll be happy with them. Anyways, so we've got 18, I believe. I could be wrong. I think it was 18 last I counted. 18 waxes here. Test out. We've got a mix of carnauba waxes, polymers, polymer carnauba blends. No ceramic, no graphene. This is all just wax, okay? We're not doing ceramic or graphene. That's going to be another video in the future. And yeah, we've got a bunch of them here, and I'll go over them one by one. I did another video, go over them all, open them up, take a look inside. So first subscribe, go to my channel, check out the video before this one, and you'll see that if you're interested. But I will show these one by one just so we can take a look at all of them. I'm just going to show the outside, I'm not going to show the inside. Few things to go over before we get started. I'm going to cover it when we get to the panel. Is the user experience. Not all of these waxes are created equal. Some are a lot easier to use than others. Application, wipe off. Some are easier than others, and I'll get to that. As well as slickness. Some are insanely slick. They're all pretty slick, but some of them are noticeably slicker than others. And then we're going to talk durability. Since these are all ceramic and polymer waxes, guys, do not expect long-term durability. Okay? However, if you are the type of person who enjoys waxing your car, you're probably doing it about once a month. So if you do it about once a month, you're gonna maintain good protection. Don't expect these to go 6 months to a year like some ceramic products. That's not gonna happen. But waxing is a very pleasurable experience. There's a lot of people that don't care for ceramics. They like waxes. Wax a car about once a month, once every other month, you'll be all right. And then shine. They're all what I love about wax is all glossy. With other spray-on products, it's hit and miss. Some are really glossy, some aren't. Wax is all glossy. It all looks amazing. Even the cheapest turtle wax, F1 wax, to the most expensive 3D, Vonix, Mother's Pure, Carnauba, Meguiars Ultimate. But yeah, we got a lot of waxes to cover here. So I'm going to show them all to the camera. If you just feel free to pause the video because I'm going to go pretty quickly. But we've got new finish paste wax. I'm not going in any particular order. This is new finish paste wax. This is the same as their liquid, just in paste form. Formula 1 carnauba wax. I believe this is a cleaner wax. Comes in a cream form. Alright, we got the original turtle wax super hard shell soft paste wax. It is like a cream. This is like a jelly. I like to call it like a jelly form. This stuff is really old school. Alright, got turtle wax, carnauba, paste cleaner wax. This is also like a jelly. It smells really good though. I like it better than the original super hard shell. Alright, and we've got Meguiars Gold Class Carnauba Plus. Some nice carnauba cleaner wax. Under here is another tin of it they sent me to. We've got Meguiars regular cleaner wax. This is their cheapest one they sell. And I'll have links to everything below if you're interested in purchasing any of these. If you use my links to purchase anything on Amazon, it comes back to my channel, helps me continue to make great videos like this one. So I greatly appreciate all of you that use my links. We've got Meguiars Ultimate Paste Wax. This is a polymer wax, it's not carnauba. Alright, then Meguiars M26 High-Tech Yellow Wax. This stuff is pretty nice. It's a carnauba polymer blend. I do like this one. And guys, most of these waxes also come in liquid form. Same can't be said for these liquid waxes. These do not come in paste form, but most of these, not all of them, most of these come in liquid form. Then we've got collinite 476S. This is a polymer carnauba blend. More old school wax. Simoniz original paste wax. Cars, furniture, and floors. This stuff is really old school. It's probably the oldest one I've got. Not like this particular can, but this formula is really old, and it's kind of a pain to use. But you can use it for more than just cars, which I've got so much wax. It's going to be getting used around the house a lot. Then we've got, what did I want to go to next? Mother's Brazilian Carnauba Cleaner Wax. This stuff's really nice, like a pink color. Can's a little dented, but not a big deal. I do like this stuff. Then we've got Mother's Carnauba, Pure Carnauba Wax. So this isn't a cleaner wax, this is pure. This is the most expensive one Mother's makes. This is one of my favorites. I love this stuff. This stuff's really nice. Look at that. Alright. And then we will go to, this is a Chinese company. This is a tinted paste wax. It's helpful for dark colors. Really easy to use. This doesn't stain trim either, which I like about it. It's on the bottom there. Then we've got Vonix Native. This stuff's straight from Brazil. You can't get any more pure than Carnauba wax from Brazil. They even own the plantation, guys. They own the plantation that makes the wax, so it's really saying something there. And look at that tin. That is a very nice tin. It's small, but it's very nice. Up there. All right, and that is it for the paste waxes. Let me put that box back together. And then we've got the liquid waxes. Chemical Guys Butter Wet Wax. It's a pretty nice one to work with. Smells great, easy to use. And then their competitor, direct competitor, Adam's Buttery Wax, also smells great, easy to use. Very slick. Collinite 845, all reliable. This is one of the most popular waxes used by professionals. The stuff is also really good, really easy to work with. See if I can get the focus. There we go. And then last but not least, 3D epoxy. Probably my personal favorite of the liquid waxes. This is the only one. This is Mountain wax. Most of these are Carnauba or polymer. This is Mountain wax. The difference between Carnauba and Mountain, Carnauba comes from Carnauba trees. Mountain wax comes from the ground. It has to be mined. So this stuff is more heat resistant. And the pure wax color is black instead of a yellowy white. All right. Okay, next we're gonna go over to the panel, take a look at it, and see how the wax looks on it. Okay, so I got my inspection light on here, so you can see the cross sections right here. That's where the tape line was. So you can see how deep and rich it made the paint look, like each one of these waxes. Okay, very impressive. And those are paint defects right there, don't mind those. Bring it down here. That's where Simoniz went. I'll go over that in a second. Okay, now let me get this set back up. Alright, so got all the waxes here. I'm going to go over one by one to tell you what's what, because it's probably hard to read from over there. Okay, so we've got Turtle Wax Super Hard Shell Paste Wax, Turtle Wax Carnauba Cleaner Wax, New Finish, Formula 1, Meguiars M26 High Tech Yellow Wax, Meguiars Ultimate, Meguiars Gold Class, Meguiars Cleaner Wax, Mother's Cleaner Wax, Mother's Pure Carnauba, Collinite 845, Collinite 476, Adam's Buttery Wax, Chemical Guys Butter Wet Wax, Vonix Native, 3D Epoxy, Wika or Wisha, and Simoniz. So I want to go over a few of these before we get started. Okay, most of these are going to stain your trim. Okay, I'm going to go over the ones that will not stain your trim from what I have noticed. New finish, because it's not a wax, will not stain your trim if it's applied thinly, but if it globs up, it will stain your trim. Okay, what else we got? There's not many. Grit epoxy. Grit epoxy will not stain your trim. They say that themselves because it's mountain wax. And then the Wisha, that will not stain your trim. I have tested that myself. All the rest of these will stain your trim. So if you're waxing your car, make sure you tape off or be very cautious of getting it on your trim, or you're going to get this white haze on there, and then you're going to have to scrub it off with something. Okay, that being said, I wanted to go over a few that I've noticed that are noticeably slick. Now, all of these waxes apply pretty easily. There are 3 that were kind of tough to wipe off. Turtle Wax Super Hard Shell Paste Wax was a little tough to wipe off. Collinite 476 was the second hardest to wipe off. And then Simoniz was the hardest to wipe off. It still smeared on there, I couldn't get it off. And I left all these to sit for about 30 minutes before I came back and wiped them off. That might be why, that might be user error, but that just goes to show it's not as user-friendly as some of these other waxes. So Simoniz is the oldest formula here. Simoniz, sorry, I'm going to have to leave it back in the past where it came from. Alright, next, I'm going to go over waxes that I've noticed are noticeably slick. Now, they are all slick, but some of these are much slicker than others. That's going to be New Finish, very slick. New Finish is a very old formula because it's a polymer, it's very slick. And it does give it a nice, a little bit of a richer finish than some of the others. Meguiars M26 is noticeably slick compared to the rest of Meguiars waxes, which are all slick, but this is noticeably slick. Collinite 845 is very slick. Mother's Pure Carnauba, very slick wax. Adams Buttery Wax, Chemical Guys Butter Wet Wax. Vonix Pure, Vonix Native, probably the second most slick I've used, and this is the higher end paste wax. And 3D Epoxy is the absolute slickest, no doubt about it. That's just 3D. 3D makes amazing products, they always have, always will. 3D is an amazing company. Their epoxy really blew me away. That's the first time I ever used it. Now I'm going to grab the chemicals, guys. I'm running over the chemicals we're going to use in this test. Okay, so the chemicals we'll be using, we're going to wash it with Turtle Wax, Hybrid Solutions Pro Slick and Slide Pure Wash. This is just a pH neutral soap. This is going to be our cleanser between each round. First round be Turtle Wax Rapid Decon, Wheel Cleaner and Iron Remover. This is a pH neutral iron remover with a little bit added detergents for cleaning wheels. Then we'll be using Chemical Guys Nonsense diluted 5:1. This is a pH neutral all-purpose cleaner degreaser. And then we will use, this isn't Purple Power actually, this is 3D Super Degreaser at their strongest dilution. I don't have Purple Power anymore, so 3D Super Degreaser is what we'll be using. And then we will use, excuse me, I have these out of order. 3D Yellow Degreaser Wheel and Tire Cleaner. This is a pretty strong wheel and tire cleaner, I like it. And then the last one's going to be Meguiar's Wheel Brightener. This is an acid wheel cleaner. Not using Tarex in this test because Tarex will clearly kill all waxes. But Meguiar's Wheel Brightener, acid wheel cleaner will be the last one. And I'm not going to be wiping these chemicals in. I'm just going to be spraying them on, letting them dwell, and then rinsing them off. So let's go ahead and get this test started. Alright, since this hood is so big, I'm not going to have it covered quite as well. Or I'm not going to be zoomed in quite as far, but I should still be able to see everything from here. So we'll start with a water test. You see these waxes are all pretty hydrophobic, and these have been sitting for at least 24 hours. Not that wax needs a cure time, but I just like to eliminate that variable from everything. You can see on the side, it's not quite as nice on the sides of the hood, but here in where all the wax is, it does pretty well. Some a little bit more hydrophobic than others, but they're all doing pretty good. Mist it on. I like the mist setting. That really shows you how good the beads look. Really see how that beading looks. They're all doing pretty good. Water's not really building up. Meguiar's Ultimate looking really hydrophobic. Others, collinite. Wax. They all look pretty good. They all are repelling water. So first thing we're going to do is wash it. See how soap impacts this stuff. pH neutral car wash shampoo. Not a wash and wax, just pH neutral shampoo. I'm not putting any pressure down. I'm just holding it up against the panel and dragging it along. Alright, let's rinse it, see how she looks. Everything's looking pretty good. I'm not seeing any detriment to anything from that wash, so that's good. See how the beads look? Anything floods? Everything's looking good. Alright, so first up, I've got the Turtle Wax Rapid Decon Iron Remover Wheel Cleaner. This actually doesn't smell as bad as some iron removers do, so it's good. And like I said, I'm not going to wipe it in because honestly, wax, like I said, waxes are not that durable. But we can see some of these are really repelling it. New Finish looks like it's fighting it off more than the others. Yeah, New Finish is just rejecting it more, so that's interesting. It's just straight up rejecting the chemical. It looks like the chemical is sitting on the surface with all the other ones. Let's rinse it off. We'll wash the panel down and see how it looks. It looks like meguiars cleaner wax is not as hydrophobic as it was. Adam's buttery wax, surprisingly, and Chemical Guy's butter wet wax are flooding pretty easily. But everything else is doing good, so those two liquid waxes seem to take the most negative impact from that. We're going to bump it up to an all-purpose cleaner, Chemical Guy's Nonsense, pH neutral all-purpose cleaner diluted 5:1. I do have ventilation in here, guys. I got a fan going, I've got an air conditioner going, I've got the garage door open, so I'm overpressurizing the room to push all the chemicals out. I don't know if you can see it in the light here, but I can see all the chemicals kind of being vacuumed outside, sucked out. So, just in case you're wondering. Alright, now looking at this again, New finish right here. Can you see that square outline in the camera? It looks like it's really just repelling it away. Clearly. It's sitting on the surface of all the other ones. Collinite looks like it's repelling a little bit. Meguiars Ultimate. 3D epoxy and Vonix a little bit. But yeah, it's hard to say. Let's rinse it off. Give it a wash. If you're wondering what this wash mitt is, this is a Max Shine wash pad. Pretty nice. Not too expensive either. Let's see how it looks after that. I'm gonna watch super hard shells flooding a little bit, so we're filling water. Carnauba is doing better. New finish doing really good. Formula 1 doing good. M26 good. Meguiars Ultimate good. Gold Class is good. Cleaner Wax is flooding a little bit, still going. Mother's Cleaner Wax doing good. Mother's Pure Carnauba good. Collinite doing really good. 845 and 476. Atoms and chemical guys are flooding and not sheeting as fast, like a moderate sheeting rate. Vonix is doing good. 3D epoxy is doing good. Leisha is doing good, and simoniz is doing good. Simoniz is surprising. Wasn't expecting it to be that good. Alright, so next we're going to bump it up. 3D Super Degreaser at the strongest dilution ratio, which I don't know what the strongest is, I just go off the bottle. But this is a pretty strong degreaser. This is equivalent to 3D's Grand Slam or Grand Blast, whatever they call it, just in nano pills. Alright, we'll let that sit for a minute. Yeah, all these chemicals, I can see the particles just being sucked outside, so still getting a little bit of them, but nothing crazy. They always say use in a well-ventilated area, which I know. New finish, I don't see the outline as much anymore, a little bit, but this seems to be sitting on the surface of everything. I don't really see anything repelling it, so let's go ahead and rinse it off. Give it a wash. Rinse. And I'm seeing some changes. That will really look like it made things take a hit. Turtle wax, paste wax, super hard shell, definitely took a hit. Carnauba, that's still doing good. New finish, shrugged it off. Formula 1 doing good. Meguiars, 126. Ultimate doing good. Gold Class, looks like it weakened it. The Carnauba cleaner weakened it a lot more. Mother's cleaner wax still doing pretty good. Mother's pure carnauba is doing good. Collinite doing really good. Both collinites doing good. Atoms and chemical guys doing a lot weaker, but they're about the same. Collinite's still doing good. 3D epoxy looks like it took a little bit of a hit. Still doing good. Excuse me. Meguiars doing really good. That's surprising, huh? And simoniz, wow, that's still doing really good too. All right. We're going to step it up to 3D wheel and tire cleaner. This is at their strongest dilution, or actually no, this is mixed 50-50. This is stronger than their strongest dilution ratio. Oh my god. Sorry, somebody was trying to call me. This is stronger than their strongest dilution ratio. So 50-50, so half water, half cleaner. That should be pretty strong stuff. Now, some may argue this may not be as strong as 3D Super Degreaser. Yes and no. Yellow degreaser is formulated for wheels and tires. This Super Degreaser is just rated to be used as a general degreaser, which you can use it on wheel and tires, engine bays, pretty much anything. But this specifically, wheels and tires. And everything's nicely saturated with that. It's warm in this garage. It's very good. Okay. Give her a rinse. See how it's doing. As you can see, everything's still working. Atoms and chemical guys doing the worst out of all of them. But still working. I'll wash. I'm being lazy now. I'm just sitting in my chair. Alright, we're almost at the last round. I'll tell you what, if the wires wheel brightener doesn't kill it off, we'll rub it in. Yeah, some things doing a lot better than others, so what I can tell, it looks like Turtle Wax, Super Hard Shell, and Carnauba. The Turtle Waxes are both slowed down a lot, but they're still shooting water away. New Finish is still doing pretty good. Formula One slowed down a little bit, but it's still doing pretty good. Meguiars M26 and Ultimate doing really good. Gold Class slowed down. Meguiars Cleaner Wax has slowed down even more. Mother's Cleaner Wax has slowed down. Mother's Pure slowed down a little bit. Collinite doing really good. They're both doing pretty good. Atoms and chemical guys, I mean, those are almost dead. You can tell they're sheeting super slow. Onyx slowed down a little bit, still doing pretty good, moving the water quickly. 3D epoxy slowed down, but still moving the water at a decent rate. Meguiars is doing really good, and simoniz, wow, simoniz is still doing really good. Unbelievable. Alright, so now we go with the infamous Meguiars wheel brightener. This is an acid wheel cleaner. Ammonium bifluoride is the chemical. Not, what is it? Some kind of acid that's really a lot worse for your health than this stuff. Hydrofluoric acid. This isn't hydrofluoric acid. This is ammonium bifluoride. It is still an acid, but it's not quite as risky as hydrofluoric acid. Hydrofluoric acid, a lot of companies have moved away from that and have gone to hydrochloric acid or ammonium bifluoride in its place. They still both work very well. They may not work quite as fast, but they still work pretty good without being as dangerous to your health. So keep that in mind. Still don't want to inhale this stuff. This stuff is pretty rough if you do inhale it. That's why I'm getting close to the panel, so it's not just lingering through the air. Alright. Get back away from that. I don't want to hit too much. I get enough on the bottom actually. Just want to make sure. Still not the best chemical to be around, but sometimes, excuse me, in the professional detailing world, some dirty wheels and other situations call for acid, so you need it at times. But I'm hoping this acid really puts a dent in these chemicals. And like I said, I'll do a final round where I wipe it in. Rinse it. It does look like everything did take a hit there. We're going to wash it. Get a better look. Be sure there's nothing there anymore. That was our final chemical. Now keep in mind, if you wipe chemicals in, it's going to make a huge difference when you agitate versus when you don't. But taking a look at everything, new finish in meguiars Ultimate, collinite 845, probably doing the best here. Formula One, for as cheap as it is, it's like $10. That stuff's doing really good too. meguiars M24 is doing pretty good, not as good as meguiars Ultimate. meguiars Ultimate does cost more. Gold class and the regular finger wax, not doing so hot. Mother's Pure Carnauba is doing alright. Mother's Carnauba finger wax is doing alright. Simoniz is doing amazing. That's okay. Alicia is doing really good. Gritty Epoxy is slowed down, it's still doing alright. Vonix Pure is doing pretty good. Some guys and Adams not doing very good at all. They're about the same right. They're not doing that great, but as it stands right now, I'm gonna say new finish in meguiars Ultimate and collinite, and then Alicia and Simoniz are doing the best. Then in a close second place, we got Formula One, meguiars M24, and Vonix. Yeah, Vonix 3 Epoxy, it's kind of there, but it's not doing quite as good. Alright, so I'm going to spray it down again, and this time I'm going to work the chemical in with a towel. So let me do that. Thanks for sticking around this long. It's been a long video so far. Nice and slowly. Really work this stuff in. more pass. See the outlines of the products there. The ones that are doing the best. New finish especially. New finish, wow, that's impressive. Oh man, let's clean it off. Look at the chemical repel in the water. Alright, it's moment of truth. Ooh, a lot of changes. Okay, now while everything did survive the test, some are clearly doing better than others. Last place is chemical guys and atoms. They're doing the worst out of all of these. First place, is going to go to these for, yeah, it's going to go to New Finish, meguiars Ultimate, and Collinite 845 and 476. They have shrugged off everything. I can't even flood them with water. Okay? Second place is going to go to Formula One, simoniz, Wisha, and Onyx. They do get flooded, but they repel the water pretty quickly. And then third place, I'm going to give it to 3D Epoxy, Mothers. Both Mothers waxes, honestly, they're both doing really good. Yeah, both Mothers waxes, and yeah, that's going to be it. So the losers of this test, Turtle Wax, Super Hard Shell, and Carnauba Cleaner, which they're still there, but they're not doing as good. Meguiars Cleaner Wax and Gold Blast, still there, not doing as good. And as we can see, chemical guys and atoms are just doing terrible. Those are going to be dead last. Dead last. So that's all for that test, so let's go in for our final thoughts. Alright boys and girls, thanks for sticking around so far. This has been a pretty long video. This did cost me a lot of money to do. I paid for all of these, save for this one. This one was sent to me to do some tests with, which is another video. But let me go ahead and arrange these by the winners from left to right. So we've got New Finish. What did I say? Collinite 845 and Collinite 476. And Wisha and simoniz. Okay. Cannot organize these for crap. Okay. And then second place, we've got meguiars Ultimate, meguiars M26, and Onyx. Onyx Native. Right there. The third place, 3D Epoxy. Oh, excuse me, this is in second place too, Formula One wax. Third place, 3D Epoxy, Mothers Ultimate Pure Carnauba, and Mothers Brazilian Carnauba. And then, what came in behind all those, I honestly, I don't even remember what I said, so I'm sorry if I mixed some of these up. I'm trying to go off memory, guys. I didn't write them down. Third place, or 4th place, honorable mention, Meguiars Cleaner Wax, Meguiars Gold Class, Turtle Wax Super Hard Shell, Turtle Wax Carnauba Cleaner Wax, and I've got 2 Meguiars Gold Class things, but yeah, Meguiars Gold Class. Oh. And then dead last are these 2 disappointments. It's pretty disappointing in these, honestly. Well, Chemical Guys, I'm not surprised, but Adams I was disappointed in. Chemical Guys Butter Wax and Adams Butter Wax. These did terrible. There's like no kind of chemical resistance on these. So that being said, guys, when we go to what is really truly first place, I'm gonna say Collinite 845 for ease of application. Did I put Meguiars Ultimate in 1st or 2nd place? Oh god, I can't remember. But I'm going to say the real winner is Collinite 845 for its ease of use. This stuff goes on super easily, super thin, really easy to wipe off. Weisha surprised me. This is a Chinese one. These 2 are a pain in the butt to apply, but they are really durable, so you know, they've got some redemption. New Finish is pretty easy to apply as well. These are both just as easy to apply, but Collinite, because it comes in a liquid form, when you can warm it up and spray it, even easier. The rest of these, Meguiars Ultimate, Meguiars M26, Onyx, Formula 1, just about as easy to apply and wipe off. Same for all these. 3D Epoxy is incredibly easy to apply and wipe off. This is the slickest of them all, but this is like the 2nd slickest, but these are both very easy to apply. This, easy to apply, pain in the ass, easy to apply. So those are my rankings for the waxes, guys. If you stuck around to the end of the video, definitely let me know. It's been a long video. If you skip through, it's not a big deal. But I hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to put all my waxes below and with their rankings, so you know which one's which is going to be more worth your money. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you all watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. This cost me a lot of money to make, so I am greatly appreciative of every one of you who watched it and I enjoyed it. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll be doing a ceramic wax test in the future. But other than that, keep them clean. Have a good one.